Until right now, this very moment, contractors have always been on their own, not as tradespeople, but being alone and knowing how to take their business to the next level. They call us working class, they call us blue collar. They say that we don't have the smarts to become the business owner that we're meant to be. That is such bullshit. You have the ability. You're more than any of that. The question really is, where do you get the insights that you need specific to contracting to systemize your business so you can get your profits to pay for your freedom? I'm Andrew Houston. I'm going to show you how to make more profits, how to get more control, how to get more freedom in the simplest, quickest way possible without any of that bullshit. Welcome to the No Bullshit Podcast for Contractors. Listen up, level up, and if you learn something, like the video, subscribe to the channel, change your business, change your life. I said I'd give you guys tactics. You've got lots of tactics on this call to be better leaders, better communicators, be able to have the ability to change yourself, change your team. One little tactic, one little really tactical thing. One of the things, and just Nicole's notes version of this, if you can give us any numbers, that's great. I remember sitting down with you, and back to focus is, everybody listening, do not try to fix every fucking thing in your business at the same time. And I know you want to do that. I know everyone wants to be Cinderella and have a fucking magic wand. Not the case, okay? Get over it, okay? It sucks because as entrepreneurs, we want to go super fast. And you can go fast, but you got to get things put into place first, right? Otherwise, you're fucking driving a car, no wheels or whatever. So I never forget sitting down with you really quick. This one's fucking awesome. I go, Peter, we got to focus in on one area. And you're like, yeah, but Andrew, we got so much opportunity and all these. I know, Peter, we got to pick one part of your business. And you're like, okay. So then what did? We created a list, followed the same principles. I said, Peter, where is the place that you think has got the greatest opportunity? And Peter goes, service. Okay. So, all right, Peter, we're going to rate all your fucking clients. And you're like, what? Yep. What happened with that, Peter? How many clients? And give us the synopsis of what fucking happened there. And you didn't even know it.
So, yeah, it was, I mean, we didn't have any numbers, and it was just, we started dissecting the pumper division, and we started taking a look at so we had a whole bunch of maintenance contracts for the service and the pumping and stuff like that. And we started analyzing exactly how much money we were actually making in that department. And it was alarming to find out there was a significant number of them where we would have been better off just giving them money and then going to do the service because we were that much of a loss. So our cost of goods sold for some would be 120% and stuff like that. So it was a crazy amount of numbers and crazy.
You were losing it. I remember
it was the best thing to do because I realized that, well, one was we're losing all this money and we had to adjust that. We had to fix it. But then we realized we could lose all those clients and make a better profit. And in turn we did. And it was just an absolute, it was just crazy. So by doing that and by
how many clients, just high level, how many clients?
There was a significant 30% of them.
But what was the total number of clients?
I
think it was 100.
The dollar amount you mean?
No, the number of clients. I think it was the fucking.
There was a good chunk. There was 50, 60, somewhere in that area.
Yes.
where we weren't really making very much money. In fact, like I said, we were
losing money.
We were losing money.
Yep.
So we put some stuff in play to fix that. But the lesson there was we started breaking out all the different departments to find out, which departments were actually making us money.
Yeah. I pause you just for a second?
Yeah.
People on these calls, I don't see them because any of the haters I don't get to see because I still have a bit of this bad temper. Fuck, sorry. It's the way it is, okay? I can pause for a bit, but if there's some real dicks, I have zero. It's the high D. I'm like, fuck, whatever, right? Because we're trying to help people and we've got proof, okay? So here's the proof of this one. People go, what do you mean you can do less and make more? I said, I fucking tell you right. You can do less and make more. I remember Peter going, come on, Andrew, what are you talking about? Peter, I'm going to tell you right now, before we get any conclusion on this fucking thing, I mark my words. You remember me saying this? Mark my words. We will make more profits by doing less. And you're like, I remember Peter going, okay, coach. I was like, yep. Then I have the fucking next call with him. And I'm like, he opens up the spreadsheet. And I'm like, is that what I think it is? And you were like, what? I go, all those Reds? And you're like, yep, all those Reds? And you're like, yeah. And I remember me going, okay, we have to triple check these fucking calculations. And I'm like, Peter, what do you think? And Peter's like, we fire those fuckers. And he's like, Andrew, we can fire 50 of these fucking clients. They're costing us money, and we're going to make this much more profit. We don't have to have this many, we don't have to have the guys out this, we don't have to have this many trucks, we don't have to this, and we're going to make this much more profit. I'm like, yeah. And you're like, fuck. Less is more. I go, yeah.
It's true.
Like, it was significant, dude. It was like 30% less work and making a shitload of money because we talked about this, right?
Making the proper money.
Yeah. Getting the non-profitable job, getting the profitable job. What was happening, Peter, and everybody on this call? Okay, I know it's been a long podcast. We're going to get sliced up. Is this one of the worst fucking things that happens in your business, guys, listening in, is that you're having your profitable jobs pay for the non-profitable losers.
And that's what was happening.
Totally. I remember taking one of the worst ones Peter had on this thing, and I go, Peter, look at this guy. Peter, you're losing your fucking shirt. And Peter's like, that fucking asshole. That guy doesn't even pay. Not only was Peter losing money, Peter, what am I going to say?
Well, we were financing our loss.
Yeah, but were they? But then, and they weren't even paying you.
No, we were doing it we were basically doing it for free, losing money on it, and we weren't getting paid.
And some of these guys were complete idiots.
Oh yeah.
And your team hated working for them.
Yeah, D clients.
D fucking deadbeat. I got to come up with something for Zeds. Fucking, I don't know. Anyways, the point is, guys. Then Peter went, and then we approached it to where are we at as far as the other departments approaching this, doing the same thing.
Well, so
it's not done yet.
By starting that, we've separated all the other departments as well. So now we're going to be able to see all the financials for each separate department. So what I mean by that is our excavation department, our reline department,
a P&L basically for each
basically
department.
every one, and it all works within the same P&L. They just a whole bunch of subcategories.
Yes, exactly.
That spawn off to vehicles and maintenance. And now we've got subcategories for all of our vehicles. We have subcategories for all of our maintenance.
You haven't finished the full process though yet, right?
Well, it just started as this little thing.
No, I know. But
now
2021, we're going to get through all of it and fucking...
We're going to get through all of it. But my point is, it doesn't have to be just for the jobs. It could also be for your expenses. Like I was on a podcast yesterday, or a meeting yesterday with Bob, and we were talking about the different financials and stuff like that and your expenses. And I mean... so we started looking at vehicles, and is it better to lease, or is it better to buy, or is it better to keep the vehicle?
Right,
is it really,
right.
or is it better to fix the vehicle?
Right.
And how are you supposed to make those decisions if you don't start breaking out all those costs?
You can't.
Well, now we've got them all broken out. I can tell you how much it cost me to service the van, how much it cost me to service and lease it. Is it better to keep it? Is it better to lease? Is it better to keep? I've got all that data.
And
it's
now becoming
very
champion
simple.
CEO.
Very simple to do.
Yep. Once your awareness...
Once you don't know, you don't know what you don't know.
Right. So everybody listening, start wrapping this baby up as this, okay? You can change your approach. You can change who you are. I'm not saying your principles are bad, listening in. Don't fucking get me wrong that I'm trying to change you as a person being into a bad or good or whatever. No, I'm talking about being a business owner, being a champion CEO of your life, is you've got to change the way you're doing things if you want change. And the very first thing you need to have an awareness of is how do you need, what are the set of lenses that you need to look at your clients? Boom, grab those glasses. What are the set of lenses to read your financials? What are the set, you need to know what you need to know to fix what it is that you need to fix. And Peter, tell me, man, last thing. How much opportunity now has opened up? Instead of like, fucking woe was me, it's like, am I right? Like, isn't it exciting?
I sit there and I start bouncing because it's so, I mean, I get so excited about, oh my God, look what I can do now. Oh my God, I just realized, this is what we can change and this will make us so much better. And it brings the joy that everybody, for me, I love running the business. I don't like to get bogged down with the complaints and this and that. And it's sort of, sort of drown in that sort of, bad stuff, right? This is like exciting. This is what we all got into business for. All these exciting moments, these learning moments, getting you to the next level and understanding and, being profitable and providing. And I mean, that's what it's all about. And I get very, very excited every time we move the needle. Mm-hmm. And we move the needle a lot here. I equate it back to like our younger years of being competitive on the fucking ice and playing
whether rugby or fucking rowing or whatever. And again, I'm not saying you have to be a sports person, okay, at all, but pick a moment when when you had your first child, right? When you had like those moments of just like, oh my God, this is fucking amazing, right? And add to that this competitive nature that you all entrepreneurs have listening in on this to become better. I equate it to like, you're in the dressing room, dude, and you're getting ready for the game, and you just feel this energy, like, man. And then the coach comes in. You got a good coach, and he comes in. He's like, I remember coaching my son's team, right? And I love the coaching here, coaching my son's team. And one of the coaches be like, hey, Andrew, can you give us a speech? I'm like, oh yeah, fuck, I'm gonna give a speech. And you see these kids, right? And you were one of them, getting excited for the game, right? I mean, man, they get excited when they win the cup. They excited when they score. But getting excited because they're like, we can do this. We can do this, right? Like, we practice for this. We know what we got to do. We just now got to execute on the fucking plays, man. Like, that's exciting, man. I'm getting fucking shivers thinking about that, right? It's true, though. It's the same as business.
It is, right? For each
like,
of
that's fun.
For each of your labor.
And I think a lot of people, this is the last part of this, is that I think most entrepreneurs, they've never even experienced that, and they don't even know that they can experience it. And your business can be like, man, it can be one of the best highs, one of the best natural drugs ever. Because then you get to come home and go to your wife and your kids, guys, fuck, you won't believe it, man. We're making an extra $30K this month. And you're like, what? You're like, yeah, man, we're going to go buy this. We're going to buy that. What, we can afford that? Yeah. Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh, you know what's more amazing? We just did that for the pumper division. What? Oh yeah, we got like fucking 5 other divisions to do that for. This is fucking, we're just getting warmed up. Meanwhile, when we first started, you thought you're done.
Yeah.
You've been here with us for what, 2-3 years, and it's like, dude, now we're ready to fucking play. Now we're ready to play the fucking big leagues, right?
Yeah.
All right, dude. Any last words you say to anybody listening in? You want to say to people?
Well, it's I think we talked about, you don't know what you don't know, right? And it's important that when you're getting to a position where you seem to be, Groundhog Day after day after day after day, there is a way out. There is help out there, and you just gotta reach out and ask for it. And there's a lot of people that'll share their experiences and go out of their way to help. And it worked for me. I asked for your help. And I mean, I thank God.
There has to be a fit, though, right? Even when we first met, I was like, we'll see.
Yeah.
No, I didn't mean that cocky. It's like, man, because you had to be ready for it, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Some people aren't.
No, you have to be. You definitely have to be in a position where it's time. I'm at a point where I need to do something.
Yes.
I need to, because you don't realize you need the help, right? So you're just going to keep plugging away, like we talked about earlier, right? And so, I would just say, just take a moment, take a deep breath, think about it, reach out for help, ask for help, and you'll get it. If you ask for it, you'll get it. And if you don't, I didn't get it on the first, second, or third time. I got it on the fourth time. So
you still got some help, but you just didn't get.
It was help. It was great. It was of value,
yeah, totally.
right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't what I wanted, right? It wasn't going to get me to where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
So don't be shy to keep asking for help,
yeah.
right? And if you don't understand, don't worry about it, right? Ask again, right? Raise your hand, ask for help.
Totally, man. Totally. And this is definitely a place, guys. No judgment. I'm sure I'm going to mention, in some of these clips here that there's links down below. There's a shitload of stuff, guys, that you can join the Contractors tips groups. You can get a whole whack of these fucking tools and templates and shit for free. Literally no fucking catches, because I really want, Peter does, the whole Champion CEO community wants you guys to succeed if you're a good person. If you're malicious in intent, honestly, get the fuck out of here. I've got no patience. Well, there are some people, dude. There are some people that there's the odd person that just, is not a nice person out there. But I think most people are. So get the help you need. And I guess my last thing would be just, you don't have to do it alone, man. Fucking doing it alone's a hard way. You look in the mirror and you can give yourself a fucking pat on the back. Yeah, you're a hard worker. Yeah, you're determined. Yeah, honestly, give your fucking self that. Yeah, you're a fucking beast. Yes, you have got resiliency. Yes, and you should be proud of that you fucking put in the time, you put in the hours. But the other piece is you got to realize it's beyond you, man. is beyond you. The expertise is beyond you. And I don't have all the answers. That's why we brought an accountant with expertise. That's why you bring a lawyer with expertise. I don't fucking know that. I'm not a fucking lawyer. But you bring that team together, now you're unstoppable. All right, guys, that's it. Another podcast. No bullshit podcast. Covered off a lot of great shit, and we'll catch you on the flip side. That's it.